Yeah, check out. Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. Good evening. Checking in. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you got to see it. There's a video sort of out on YouTube right now, but they keep taking it down. So people keep posting it from different accounts. The video that I saw of it, here's to give you some scope of said video. Um, I heard of it from I heard of it from 5 people from different groups within like 25 minutes. I heard um, of what this video was. That's how quickly it spread. Friends, siblings, people that knew me online. Um, and then I go on YouTube to watch said video. I had to navigate towards it because the original one was gone. And the video I watched only had 300 views. It only had 300 views, and my sibling hit me up. My girl hit me up. My buddy hit me up. 2 strangers from the internet hit me up. Um, it's saying something when information starts getting shaded. When a platform that allows some of the heinous things that it does allow and deletes information, useful, legitimate, and legitimized even by mainstream medias, um, even by their standard, it's legitimized, and they still delete it. Not harmful. Again, it's legitimized by even mainstream media. The people are well spoken in their fields. They are heroes in their fields, some of them, world renowned in their fields, some of them. Yet the information that they're giving is being censored. Now think of all the things that go on online, right? All the ridiculous, weird, twisted, super uncool, not necessary stuff that happens online that makes it. But whatever, America, free country, post what you want. You don't like it, then just don't look at it. I get it. But to censor something like this, though, what is that saying? What is that saying? So I titled this video, oh man, hopefully we're not muted. I usually check to make sure we're not muted before I begin, but I didn't this time. I got a computer fan, you guys. What up? So you don't have to hear the ridiculous RPM of my laptop crank up. Um, okay. Everyone seems to be. Oh man, we're live. Great. I mean, we're live and we're vocal. So the reason why I titled it "We've Won," I know you shouldn't count your chickens before they hatch, but I'm trying something out here. One, I do more of me believes we've won than not. If I were to take a rough estimate, a 60-40, right about a 60-40, we've won. Maybe even a 55, maybe even like a 52 to 53. But regardless, the majority of me believes that we're winning and that we've won, that we will win, that the tides have finally turned. Um, so many people have woken up to, and I'm not talking like you're so woke or like you're so spiritually attuned or like teach me your ways, guru. I would like to reach nirvana. Not that kind of woke. Just they're just like when you wake up in the morning and it's crisp outside and the sun hits you and you're kind of like, whoo, like I'm tired and sleepy, but fuck, what's all this going on out here? Like I'm up. I get it. I got my coffee. I feel the briskness. I stretched it out. I let one out. I let one go. You know what I mean? And I'm ready. That's where the world seems to be. No matter what your walk, race, creed, age, religion, people are like, oh, really? Like, that's actually the truth? Oh, that's actually a lie? Or that's a super twisted version of reality upon further investigation? Like, more people are doing their own research. More people, um, and what I've noticed a lot actually isn't that more people are doing more research, it's more people are fact checking the research that's presented. Because there's a lot of research out there. No one's got time to research everything from every area and all the names and genealogies and the paper trail, etc. It's hard to keep up with it. Okay. Thank God there are the soldiers out there who do those things, who put us onto them. And that, but here's what the change is today is that people see something online and they don't want to believe it. It's so ridiculous that they go, nah, what? Fuck out of here. And the media shot themselves in the foot. Like everyone knows that mainstream media is full of shit. Like that's not a joke. It doesn't matter if you're a conspiracy theorist. It doesn't matter if you're, for the most part, people, no one buys what the mainstream media has to say. But there's something to be said about human conditioning, and the more you hear a lie, the more we believe it as truth. And I can't remember who. Let me see if I can find the actual quote real quick. Maybe someone can help me out with that. Anywho, um, the media pitches a narrative. It's full of fear, and more people, though people don't necessarily believe them and know that the media has been full of it in the past, they're still sort of what if? Well, where else are they going to get their information from? The media is saying it. Everyone in the world is doing it. Everyone's wearing a mask. Oh my God, maybe I should wear a mask. Oh my God, what are they going to think about me if I'm the only one not wearing a mask, even though wearing a mask is horseshit? Like these things are all going on. So people usually roll over because what else are you going to do? Now people are taking the information into their own hands. Um, we're flipping the switch. Like, look at this shit that's going on right now. There's been article after article, doctor after doctor has come out this video that keeps getting deleted from YouTube with the one of the one of the founding doctors of the original HIV treatment who just revolutionized the entire field. Like she's speaking out on it. Everyone is speaking out on this at this point. Um, and so we have so much information to go to. And they're losing. Like, why do you think they're why would if that video that was posted didn't mean a thing, if they could keep running their campaigns, keep running their propaganda, keep feeding the BS, if they could keep doing that and still win and only do that, they would. They don't want to be on blast. They don't want to be exposed. The way these entities thrive is in darkness and misinformation and chaos, and people aren't misinformed anymore. Mostly because we've got these brave souls who are actual legitimate doctors are like, all right, I gotta say something. Like it's gone too far. I get it. Ha ha, joke's over, but for real. And that's where we're at. And that's why they're taking videos down. That's why London Real's video got taken off with forgot that dude, the Mike dude, when they're talking about, well, it's COVID related. This movie that just got released, it's an intro to a documentary. I should say it's about 26 minutes long. You should check it out. I don't want to say the name out loud because there's a massive artificial intelligence that runs YouTube. And its capacity to pick up what I'm saying is phenomenal. Like, it's crazy. So just go look it up. You guys got to go look it up. Everyone keeps asking me for the name. I'm not giving you the name. Go look it up. Go look up the name. I'm not I'll help you guys find it. I'll give you clues. But Let me see if I can find it on YouTube, but then I'll give you the gentleman's YouTube name and then just go to his YouTube and look it up. Because contrary to popular belief, you can get away with things on YouTube. You just have to be careful with how you word it. It's like a game. The algorithm is a game. It's crazy, but I guess it is what it is. So see, there's another person that uploaded it 53 minutes ago. Judy Mikovits. Is that who it is? Yeah. So look up Dr. Judy Mikovits. Dr. Judy Mikovits. Let me see how I spell that. Mikovits. Mikovits. So here it is. Here's the doctor's name. There's nothing wrong with saying a doctor's name, at least not yet on YouTube. But in case you guys didn't know, for all you guys who are making YouTube comment, I want to make sure you guys are following guidelines because it's very important to follow the guidelines of YouTube community guidelines. So I want you guys to make sure you know how the rule goes so that we don't disrupt the order of things because we need the order of things. The guidelines for YouTube are anything that is posted of whoever, by whoever, doesn't matter your credentials, nothing that is posted that goes against the World Health Organization will be allowed to stay on YouTube. It's just how it is, you guys. Follow the rules. We must obey the overlords. So do not post anything. That's what the rule says. Do not post anything that goes against the World Health Organization. Because it will be removed. It will be censored. It will be taken out. We will burn the books because we do not want the information out. Isn't that what they did at the Library of Alexandria when they conquered? What was the first thing they did? They destroyed the Tower of Alexandria. Tower of Alexandria. Egypt. Alexandria, Egypt. They burned it to the ground because they wanted to destroy the culture. Here's another reason why they're losing. My boy Terence McKenna said, I don't know, 3 decades ago now, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said to stop consuming culture, to create culture. To stop consuming culture, to create culture. Right now, the culture of humanity, at least our information comes from the internet. Everyone's on the internet. And we can instantaneously create brand new ways of life overnight. And that's called a culture. There's different sorts of cultures, right? You create anime cultures, you can have a cosplay culture, you can have a spiritual culture, you can have a hip-hop culture, you can have a Western culture. There's millions of different types of cultures. And we're making them ourselves now. Before, media dominates culture. Whatever they play in the movies, that's what people do. Whatever they push in the media, that's what people do. These new kicks, who's wearing them? Michael Jordan's wearing them. Michael Jordan's wearing them? Fuck, I gotta get me a pair of those. Michael Jordan's wearing them. Michael Jordan's debatably the greatest of all kind. If he's wearing, whose cologne is that? That's Michael Jordan cologne? My boy Michael? Fuck. Give me some Michael Jordan cologne. I'll take some of that. See what I'm saying? This is where you guys gotta be careful with celebrities. You guys gotta be careful who you worship because whatever the people who you worship do, you do because you worship them. That's how you worship someone, is you live as they do. But now we're sort of coming into our own skin. I feel our own sort of awakening. We're taking back the power. You guys gotta check out my boy Mike Love. I'm gonna write that down. Mike Love, Permanent Holiday. Hey guys, go to YouTube right now. Pull up Mike Love, Permanent Holiday, listen to a live version of it, pull up the lyrics, and read the lyrics as he sings the song. The dude is a modern day prophet of music. He slays. He's a phenomenal musician. His lyrics are powerful. He's vegan, so you vegan heads will love him, I'm sure, you because you have your own vegan culture, right? See what I'm saying with the culture thing? Anywho, um, back to about the creating culture part. That's another reason why we've won. It's because we've found well, we still lose a lot of the battles. Like, for example, right now, the mainstream media, Dr. Fauci, right, the doctor who's spearheading this whole thing that's going on right now. Um, Fauci came out and said that they're going to be extremely liberal with the death count. They said anyone who dies with COVID will be listed as COVID. And as Dr. Judy Mikovits said so gracefully, she said, we don't die with diseases. We die from diseases. And so when you look at a place like New York and it has an extremely dense population per capita, New York City, it's got what 10,000 plus deaths. And you look at Tokyo, just as dense as New York, with no mandatory quarantine, by the way, no mandatory shutdowns, by the way, and they've got less than 100 deaths of the coronavirus. New York City, with quarantines, has in the tens of thousands. How can that be so? Well, simple. It's not a conspiracy. They told you. Fauci came on and said, hey, we're liberal with the death counts. As long as someone dies with COVID, we're going to label it as a COVID. And no one went, hey, what up, doc? You cool? We cool? We're all cool, right? Homies? Cool, homies. Yeah, so listen, you shut down the whole world because you said all kinds of people was dying and shit. Cool. I get it, right? But you just came out and told us that you're counting hella deaths that aren't actually deaths from COVID. So can I go back to work? You know what I mean? By the way, you guys are talking about global immunizations. My homie Bill Gates, Microsoft, what up? Shout out, homie. He's not a doctor. Never has been a doctor. No one voted him in as a doctor. No one said, hey, Bill, you make great computers. Also, can you, what's the word? Hey, you make great computers, but can you facilitate our medical system for us and come up with a vaccine and tell us what you think about vaccines? It's just crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. But there's a lot of pushback. Thank God there's a lot of pushback. I honestly think that's the thing that's going on with these stupid hornets that's going around. They're like, they're not buying it. Guys, they're not buying it. Release the Kraken. That's what they're doing now. They're like, release the Kraken. But the Kraken are these hornets from the other world. Let's see how many deaths have come from killer hornet. We're gonna do it. See what I'm saying? This is people using their minds instead of following media hype. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna look up this killer hornet. Killer hornet arrives in America. All right, so what's going on? Murder hornets. That's what they're calling them. Fucking murder. The New York Times is calling them murder hornets. Like, think about word association. Yeah. What's the aim here, y'all? It's really how many people are these murder hornets killing? Let's find out. That's our next question. Asian giant hornets kill up to 50 people a year. Now, for the first time, they've arrived in the United States. Guys, bees, I'm sure, kill more than 50 people a year. Why are you naming them murder hornets when they kill? How many people die a year from bee stings? Quick stats. Number of deaths. Come on, give me the bee. Don't give me the fucking hornet. Damn, way more dudes die than women of bees. Probably because guys are stupider. Guys are more stupider. So you're not going to tell me? No one's going to give me a number? Someone help me out here. Oh, wow. This is becoming a lot more difficult than I thought. I can't be doing this on a live, you guys. Will you please help me? Oh, here we go. America's most lethal animal. The bee? Really? Okay, and I guess not a lot of people are dying from bee stings. This only shows 45. Okay. Well, apparently murder hornets and bees are like equivocal. I don't know. That theory I'm shooting from the hip, obviously. But if it's not one thing, it's the next. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I hope you guys found the documentary though. Man of Letters says we won, but we are such a small pop. Says who? Says who? Octodrari Drogon. Where the hell you done been? Where you done been looking? What do you mean such a small population? Ralph Smart. I know I hate on Ralph Smart all the time, but I do it out of love. The dude's got 2 million. He's got 2 million people subscribed to his channel. The dude is in. Do you guys know how much influence that is? I know you don't think it's that much because a million is just another number to you guys, like whatever. But trust me, that's a fuck ton of subscribers. That is a ton. And with the people that he knows, like Ralph is doing a collaboration with Teal Swan soon, so they're gonna chalk it up. Teal Swan's pushing 1 million subscribers. I'm sure if he hit up his 5 closest YouTube buddies, he could hit 5+ million people with a click of a button. And that's just from the people that watch his channel. If those people share the videos, then you're talking tens of millions of people overnight from one dude. We have a ton of numbers, you guys. You may not think you have numbers, but you do. Candace Paula at Ventura, California made an announcement talking about quarantine. I live in Ventura. I know, I just saw that. Yeah, they're talking about taking people out of the homes who have the virus. Like, get the fuck. Yeah, right. I dare you. The dude is not, he can try. He can try, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Jamila Felix, yeah, I said 50 a year. That's what the article I just read said. The murder hornets from Japan kill up to 50 people a year, and now they're living in the U.S. As if heart disease didn't kill 1 million times that amount. Obviously, I'm over exaggerating, but kinda. No one bats an eye. Millions of people starve a year. No one bats an eye. Some fucking bug with wings comes from Japan that kills 50 people a year, and New York Times puts it on their homepage as murder bee arrives in America. You kidding me? They're pissing on us without the courtesy of calling it rain. This shit's crazy. Like we're watching a movie right now. We're in a giant movie right now that's dissolving before our eyes. It's cannibalizing itself in front of our noses. And from all sorts of walks of life, people seem to be seeing that. And it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. 6 different people in my feed today had gardens. I've never seen people throwing gardens up in my feed. Maybe you guys have, right? Different worlds, but my world, not everyone's throwing up gardens. There's like 6 gardens today. Look at my tomatoes. Look at my raised bin. I have tomatoes and radishes and chard and kale. She had way too many plants. She was like, I hope this is all going to fit. There's no way it's going to fit. She had like 20 tomato sprouts in like a 6x6 inch square. There's no way that, but she was attempting. 110 on the effort. You know what I mean? But anywho, we're winning. Like I said, it might be 51% to 49. It might be 51 to 49. We might barely be tipping it, but I think we're tipping it. AC33, they don't kill our bees. Japan's been fine with the bees. Let's see. I take that back. Let's do some research before I stick my foot in my mouth. Have the murder bees killed the bee population in Japan? Murder hornets versus honeybees. Fuck, you're gonna make me subscribe to your stupid ass channel? Oh, it's from the New York Times again. Oh man. Oh, bummer. Killer bees kill a man in Texas after he accidentally runs over colony with tractor. Bummer, my dude. Bummer. Okay, maybe these guys will let me read it without having me subscribe. Some of you guys might be able to help me out too. Look, I know that murder hornets threaten bees, but regular hornets threaten bees that we already have. You know what I mean? And the bee population actually has been making a solid comeback because again, people have changed what we use as fertilizers because of the bee thing. Like when over the past couple decades, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but things have been getting better. You know what I mean? There are more trees, for example, in America than there was 100 years ago. We are more green now than we were before. The whole northern hemisphere, the Amazon is getting cut down, but not as fast as it was, but it's still being cut down. But the northern hemisphere as a whole is actually growing more trees now than it did 100 years ago. Which has in part to do for a number of things. People are more conscious. People are having these huge organizations like the 8 Billion Trees organization. They're just killing it. You know what I mean? Like I said, we lose battles. I'm not saying it's all sun and rainbows. You know what I mean? Shit's dark as hell out there. But we at least see the darkness now. You know what I mean? The common person now, because y'all have been spreading the good word, your average person is more hip to what's going on. They might not buy into it. They might not believe it. They might still choose the old ways, but at least they see the other side. I mean, at least the knowledge is out there. At least the videos are out there. Even if they're getting deleted right away, at least other people keep re-uploading them. London Real started their own platform for sharing information. LondonReal.tv. They have their own platform. Other things outside of YouTube are popping up because YouTube is censoring the hell out of everything. And they're telling you that. They're telling you exactly what they're doing. Compost at home. Look up lasagna. I think that's what I did. It might be called lasagna. We just throw cardboard down, throw compost on top of it, water it, boom, week later, you're good. Anyway, they put the bees here. That's funny. They crowd the hornet and vibrate, raising the temperature. Yeah, I saw that on a documentary a long ass time ago. Shit was crazy. It was like 4 hornets destroyed an entire colony of bees. They just chopped them all in half with their beaks. It was crazy. And the bee stings didn't do anything to the hornets. But like you said, yeah, the bees swarm the hornet and flap the wings, and they literally cook the hornet with their wings. It's the wildest thing. But that's funny that they put the bees here. So wait, you mean the bees were never here in America before people got here? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let's find out. Native to Eurasia, but spread to the 4 other continents by human beings. What? So there were no bees in North America before the colonists got here. You don't say the European honeybee, Apis mellifera, arrived in the Americas aboard European ships around 1622. What? That's crazy, you guys. So bees aren't even native here. So all you super purists, all you vegans out there, sorry, I love picking on the vegans. I love you guys. But all the vegans out there who want to save the bees, but keep the world the way it's supposed to be, take all the bees back to Europe. Take them back. As far as I'm concerned, the honeybees are colonists themselves and they're colonizers. They came with the white man and they must be taken back. Sorry. If I offend any of you guys, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry that you're offended, but I'm not sorry that I said it, if that makes sense. We like to joke here. They put the monster hornets here. Yeah, well, apparently they put the honeybees here too, so. They came with Olmecs posed as Moors. Damn, that's a whole nother route that we should be getting down. What? Pyramid 7? That's right. I forgot about the stingless bees that produce honey, good for apartments or around kids. Yeah, we have a fat beehive coming out of the side of the house, and Atlas was just running around next to it. But they've been there forever, so we don't really worry about them. But I get too comfy, and the baby was all like running just amongst the bees. But he's Atlas. He does what he wants. No, I usually apologize for being. Don't apologize for the color of your skin, man. That's crazy. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna. I won't allow it. Actually, I won't allow it. I filmed the dragonfly. I haven't uploaded it yet, but real drones people 22520 drones in document file 226 had it vetted by an attorney. So what are you trying to say, Mickey? That the dragonflies are drones? Is that what you're putting out? I might be picking up what you're putting down. Pyramid, nice, dropping that knowledge. Candace, awesome. I started all my own seeds this year. Good, hell yeah. And harvest your own seeds, guys. This is what I'm fucking blown away. My brother, we were eating romaine lettuce. And he goes, how do you grow this? You like chop it off and plant it, or like how do you regrow it? I was like, yeah, you can cut romaine lettuce down to the nub and put the nub in the ground and it'll grow a whole nother romaine. And I said, also, you can just let it go to seed and grow it from seed. He's like, seed, like where the seed at? I'm like, the flower, like it makes a flower, the flower gets pollinated, falls off, makes a seed. You plant the seed. He goes, what the fuck? Romaine has a seed. Every plant has a seed, you guys. Every lettuce. You guys should all go Google what a lettuce looks like in bloom, what a romaine looks like in bloom, what cauliflower looks like in bloom, what kale looks like in bloom. Every fruit, nut, seed, grain, well, grain is a seed, but everything comes from a seed. So those of you that are growing shit, harvest it too. That's also a fun project. Maybe I'll make a video on how to like a 101 how to garden, how to make your own compost, how to make your own fertilizer, make your own compost teas, how grow worms for fertilizing, how to grow from seed and transplant and harvest seeds, like how to cross pollinate, how to specify different phenotypes so that you find a bean that grows best in your backyard. Like what you guys can do right now, if you want to be serious about it and like get really cool, go buy some beans, plant all the beans in your backyard. Whichever plant does the best, feed them all the same thing, water them all the same thing, whichever one grows the best, harvest the seeds from that one. Harvest the seeds, dry them, plant them next season. Do the same thing. Out of your 20 plants, take the best one, take seeds. Over 4 or 5 generations, doesn't take long, you have a seed that is dialed in exactly to your home. You stabilize a seed where all the seeds thrive in your backyard and they all are heavy producers and grow vigorously and are resistant. Like that's all you got. Shit's simple, but like no one knows how to do that. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see everyone hopping on the plant life. It makes me so happy. Plants are awesome. Um, there's a lawsuit against. It has miniature helicopter drones. Smart, Mickey Taylor hit me with those all caps. Caught my attention. Dragonfly Jones, Birds Jones. The indictment was filed on 2/26/2020. It's against Bill Gates. Google minor letters. It's being vetted. Nice. We'll pull that up. We'll make a video on it just because we got to get the word. Bill Gates drone lawsuit. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate it. Much obliged. Much obliged. Where we at? Trying to keep up with you guys' comments. I've been thinking of being a beekeeper. Me too. I don't have that kind of time on my hands, but at some point in my life, I would like to keep a bee or two. Damn, I'm way behind in the comments. Ramon, still a proud vegan. I'm angry. Sorry, Ramon L. I've been making the switch. We've been eating my perfect. I've said it before, but I would like my perfect vegan mix to be it's not vegan. It would be 90-10. 90% fruit and veggie and 10% meat. And I would like the majority of that to come from fish and like oysters and stuff like that. Because I do love get some oysters with some lemon juice on it, some salt, some Tabasco sauce. Ugh. Man. And you can grow them. They don't even have a precursor to a nervous system, so they don't even have thoughts really. They don't feel. They don't have a nervous system. They don't have a brain, so they don't really think. And I'm sure they are conscious, but I guess at that description, plants are also just as conscious. I don't know. I think it's a good happy medium though. Anywho, yes, bees, no chickens, maybe some goats. Yeah, it makes sense that there are no bees here prior to the Europeans. That makes sense. I never thought of that. That's what I'm saying. I just took for granted all the times you see the headlines of when the bees go extinct, so does 2/3 of the world's fruit or produce. And I took that at face value. Oh my God, get rid of the bees. We lose 2/3 of all food. See how media oversimplifies shit? And we just learned from 2 seconds of research that honeybees weren't even native to the Americas. Half the fucking world was producing food without bees. And if you guys garden, you know this too. There's all sorts of pollinators. Birds act as pollinators. Ants are probably do just as much pollinating as bees do. Ants work tirelessly, and there's a lot more of them than bees. Produce a lot faster. They're savage ass creatures, man. Ants ain't going nowhere. Spiders pollinate. Dumpsters really obnoxious. Butterflies pollinate. Moths pollinate. What else? Beetles pollinate. Yeah. So that's what I mean, you guys. That's crazy. Like that's all it takes. Every time you guys gotta share this with the homies too, because this is some real shit. And it's even something I didn't do up until the start of coronavirus. Is every time something noteworthy pops out, every time someone says something noteworthy, research it. Oh, that was interesting. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, that was interesting. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, that was overly aggressive. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, that felt weird. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look that up. 2 seconds later, you start piecing things together for yourself. You start thinking for yourself. In other words, you start creating your own culture. You start creating your own thoughts, your own culture, which is your own way. You start creating your own way of life, your own thoughts, your own actions. You eat what you want to eat. Now, you've never tried all kinds of things. You never know what different things taste like. Instead of eating what your famous people eat, I want to wear some new kinds of clothes. I've always worn what that woman wore because I looked up to that woman. But why am I looking up to her when I can look up when I have myself? You know what I mean? That person is just a celebrity. This thing that exists on a 2-dimensional screen that I've attached a piece of my life to. I've devoted like a piece of my soul to. And you have, as far as your time and your dedication. And some people know all these things about their favorite celebrities, and where they're from and what they like and what they don't like and what they wear and how they wear it and who they're with. And it's like, we have, we are that special too. You know what I mean? Like, you are just as special in that person in a noteworthy way. Like, here, let me give you an example. Um, Celebrities are as moving as they are because of the power we give them. So when I say you're just as special as them, I mean you're just as not special as them, right? Because you could be put on the news tomorrow. Say you something happens, just for whatever reason, you find yourself on the news, or you find yourself trending, or you win the lottery and do something, or some other celebrity likes your work and they put you on, and you become an overnight success. You as a person have not changed that much within 24 hours of being famous. You know what I mean? Not really. But your impression on people will be a thousandfold because everyone sees you on TV. You have been elevated in the population's eye as something significant. Therefore, the population has put you on a pedestal. You went from nothing to everything because of what people thought about you. Um, that's what I mean. We are both just as special as celebrities, and we are both as insignificant as celebrities. The true power comes in attention and focus, and we talk about that shit all the time on this channel. We talk about that all the time on this channel. Your concentration, your focus, your intention is the name of the game, no matter what you're doing. No matter what you're doing. You're growing a garden, raising a child, writing a book, starting a YouTube channel, starting a shop, trying to create trying to pull an abstract concept from the ether and giving it shape and form in the three-dimensional world calls upon nothing but pure will and intention. Um, it is so powerful. That's why all these dudes have their symbols. That's why they all have their little or not codes, but symbols. They have their symbols that represent things, that draws energy into. Um, Once they lose that from the population, they lose everything. Once they lose your attention, they lose everything. Even bad attention, if they're good, can be transmuted into good. A person knows what to do energy, it can easily transmute to something. Maybe not good, but at least useful for them. It could be bad, like morally speaking, but still useful to them because they're smart alchemists, and you can use both the good and the light side of the force. It's still a force nonetheless. But yeah, yeah. How do we pay for something that is free? Dry Drogron. We all well, water's not free. Trees aren't free. Soil is not free. Even if you're not thinking in terms of money, there's still an exchange. You know what I mean? You could say, "Oh, I love." Or I could say, "Oh, I love growing my water, or growing my water. I love growing my plants off grid because it doesn't cost me anything." Well, it costs you a ton of shit. Again, it costs you your energy and your focus, which is the most valuable commodity you have. Like, your attention, for reasons like I just said 2 seconds ago, is the most valuable commodity you have. So water exists naturally for free, but like, if you want to use it to water your lawn, you're gonna have to create a container for the water, carry it. Water's heavy as fuck. There's your energy. Carry it all the way to your land that you tilled, that you planted, you bent over, you had your back bent over all day. You got a sunburn. I'm tired. My son got shot. It's all kinds of shit going on, right? It may not cost dollar bills, y'all, but it costs something. So another important thing that people got to remember is that nothing is free. I shouldn't say nothing is free. Um, sure, there's a crazy outlandish scenario where something is truly free. At least to me, like the air I breathe is free. It was produced by plants, so someone had to put in work to create the oxygen, the plants and the bacteria. But I myself, I'm getting it for free because I didn't put in the work. So okay, there are some things that are free. But don't confuse that with I don't have to work for anything and everything should come to me without action on my part, because there is an imbalance on relying too much on the passive receiving of things and not balancing it out with the active participation in receiving said things. Um, but the cost of growing your own tree and the cost of growing your own veggies and harvesting your own rainwater is practically free, because if you're smart, you can collect these things and do these things with ease. Some people, it's as simple as digging a 5-foot hole in their backyard and they have a natural well. Like, that's crazy. I've got to dig 900 feet where I live to hit water. Like, that ain't happening. And it never rains in Southern California, so we have to get super creative with harvesting rainwater. Like, there's springs. I know of springs here, but again, I'd have to hike my happy ass up into the mountains a good 45 minutes and carry a 5-gallon jug over my shoulder. I've done it. That shit ain't fun. And talk about a dedication of energy and commitment and intention on hiking a mountain for water. Like, don't get more intended than that. I'm in the burbs, city living, but I have 2 chicken coops. You have 2 chicken coops in the burbs? Well done, man. Well played. You guys are all hating on my brother right now. How you know when they have a seed? Because he's never seen it. That's the whole fucking thing. And most people haven't. Like, for those of you guys that are hating on him for not knowing that he has a seed, what flower is a lettuce? What flower is lettuce? Or what color flower is lettuce? Any of you guys know? What bloom? How many lettuce seeds on average does a head of lettuce give out? What time of the year does it bloom at? And what time of the year can you harvest the seeds? How do you store the seeds so that you can plant them for next year and they don't mold and rot in the meantime? What temperature? Sunlight, no sunlight. Air, no air. You know what I mean? There's if all you've ever seen is a head of lettuce, you just assume that shit comes as a ball and that's it. Like I did for the longest time. Most people did. It's crazy. People don't know this shit because they never see it. But now they're seeing it. That's my whole point of this video, is we're seeing that shit now. We're starting to like become more curious about the world, and that's where it starts. It all starts with, let's just say, curiosity killed the cat, and something brought it back to life. I can't remember what brought it back to life, how the saying goes, but I don't know. I was hating on him too. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Of course it has a seed. Like, how the hell do you think the thing reproduces? It just spontaneously sprouts out of the ground? Of course it got a seed. You goon. No, I hated on him too. But like, or artichokes. Have you guys ever known that artichokes produce the coolest fucking flowers ever? They're purple flowers. They're amazing. They're the coolest, massive purple spiky flowers. They're some of the coolest flowers I've ever seen. Okjari Drogon. Green. Are they green? I thought they were yellow. What color are iceberg lettuce flowers? Images. No, they're purple. No, is that lettuce? Or is that a yellow? I thought they were yellow. Okay, I can't even, it's not even show. Look, I typed in lettuce flowers and it just shows the lettuce foliage. It does not show the flower of lettuce. That's what I mean. Even trying to look this shit up, like, it's almost impossible to find. They're yellow. No, that's wild lettuce. You guys also, you can grow wild lettuce, and it's one of the world's most powerful sedatives. It's legal too. So there you go. You guys, where are we at? Yellowish white, like a, so we got purplish, yellowish white, purple. Yes, a ton of seeds. They're very small. All those in that whatever family that is, the lettuces and romaine and kales, all that shit. They sort of have the same seed structure. There was something I was gonna say and I forgot. Oh, Lady B, the video in the beginning. Look up. Did you guys find that video, by the way? Am I gonna have to give you more clues? What was her name? What was her name? I can't find her name anymore. Somebody want to help me out? It was a crazy Eastern European name. I cannot recall at the moment. Oh, here we go. Dr. Judy Mikovits. Look up Dr. Judy Mikovits on YouTube. I don't want to say the video name or type it out, even though someone probably already has for obvious reasons. So go look up that doctor and look up her YouTube video and something will pop up. Watch it. Thank you, Akjari. Good job with the all caps. Yeah, you guys are learning how to get my attention. You just fucking slam the caps. I'm like, oh shit, somebody's yelling at me. What do you want? Anyone know the video he has talking about in the beginning of the video? Question mark that had 300 views? Question mark. Y'all are always yelling at me. Oh, you know what else is super cool? Yeah, you guys start your own mushroom farms. Akjorwig Drogon. I'll look up one for you. So don't get button mushrooms and don't get portobello mushrooms, you guys. Do not get them. Do not eat those mushrooms. Do not consume those mushrooms. Ever. There's tons of other mushrooms that taste better that are 1,000 times better for you. And if you want more information on that, listen to Paul Stamets talk about those two mushrooms on Joe Rogan. Paul Stamets is the mushroom master of the world, by the way. He compared it to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, and the tests that they did showed spontaneous tumors all over the body from, I think it was in mice. And he said that in a really old video, openly, and looked like it was from the 90s. But by the time he had gotten on Joe Rogan's podcast, Joe asked him about it, and he said for his own safety that he could not go further than, he said, stay away from portobello mushrooms. Didn't say anything about the cancer, didn't say it, but it was a very odd conversation. And Joe Rogan just looked him dead in the eye and was like, okay. He looked over at Jamie. He was like, fuck. All right, well, next question. Because Paul Stamets looked him dead in the eye and he said, I cannot answer that question. Cannot. Can't stop, won't stop, Rockefeller. So with that being said, if I haven't scared you too much, check this website out. They sell mushroom logs, fully inoculated. You literally just keep them wet, keep them in the shade, and they will grow mushrooms for up to a year. They will pump them out. It's the coolest looking thing you've ever seen. Shiitake mushrooms are super good for you, super tasty. Lion's mane mushrooms are I wouldn't say super tasty, but if you do them right, they're super tasty. But they have neurogenerative properties. They regrow brain cells. They protect the myelin sheath around the brain cells so that the brain can communicate with itself faster, more efficiently. The logs are cheap as hell. When I bought them, they were a lot, but they've been going down because I feel like more companies are popping up with this. $20. Our shiitake mushroom logs have been entirely cultivated and handmade by us at Mushroom Logs HQ by Tring on the Ridgeway. They have been heavily inoculated with the finest shiitake spores chosen from across the world. for their vigorous production of mushrooms. Once received, your log is ready to site outdoors in a shady, damp location. Treat it as a shade-loving plant. Once fully colonized by the spore, the oak log will produce 1 to 4 crops of delicious organic shiitake mushrooms annually for up to 8 goddamn years. I added in goddamn. All logs come with easy to follow instruction. $20. Bastards, it's actually 20 euros, so it might be like $22 for Americans. Or just find one that slangs mushroom logs in America. Like, it's not that hard to find. It's getting pretty popular now. Anywho, hop on the mushroom life, you guys. Hop on the mushroom life and don't eat the portobellos or white button mushrooms. I want the mushrooms that makes you want the pizza toppings? Hey, my dude, you cannot be doing that on my channel, but I can point you somewhere where you can. Psilocybin mushrooms, which are now being legalized in certain places, the mycelium and the spores. So the spore is synonymous with the seed. It's the seed of the mushroom fungus, because it's not a plant. And the spore grows into other spores, and it creates its own version of a root, and those roots are called mycelium. So people sell the mycelium and the spores legally. You can sell it legally. The catch is they say these are for educational purposes only. Germinating and fruiting will cause you to commit a crime, because the mushroom itself is what's illegal, not the spores. So you can actually get kits from Canada. Shout out John Smith, Agent Smith, from Canada, that will send you kits that do the same thing and they grow out. It's crazy. Torrin Floyd. Nice. Glad you got that correct. You know what else I want you guys to see? Hold on. Paul Stamets on Joe. I'm not gonna I would do screen share, but I'll lose advertising. I'll lose ad revenue on this video if I show his thing. And since that's how I buy more plant seeds is through YouTube, I'm not gonna show it, but I'll link you guys. Portobello. This one's titled the Portobello Mafia. Mafia doesn't fuck around. Why is there only one video on this clip? There used to be a ton. Interesting. Check this out. It's not even here. It was there was like 2 or 3 videos showing the clip of Paul Stamets talking about the mushrooms. And none of them are here. Paul Stamets, Portobello button mushroom. I'm trying to find the video where he talks about them. It's crazy that. That's what I mean. On some conspiracy shit. You can watch the whole video if you want. Joe Rogan 1035. Bummer. Let's see. I'll just post this then. I don't even know if that video is any good, but good luck. It's jacked up. They took it out. Oh, hurry and watch, download in Google Drive. Lady of Fire, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for the donation. Look up Baba Kalindi. All right, we'll look him up. I'm getting hungry though, you guys. I'm gonna take off. I just wanted to show you. I just wanted to share with you guys the good news. Let you guys know that we're winning. The tides have turned. Watch Paul Stamets and Joe Rogan's interview on. Here's a full interview. Let him talk about mushrooms. Let him convince you that you all need to go out and buy a mushroom log, an inoculated mushroom log, please. For the love of all that is holy, would you do that for me? Go get some more seeds. Thank you, Latify. Yesenia. Hello, Yesenia. Who? What? What? All right, I'm out. Thank you guys for hanging out again. Thank you so much. Y'all could be anywhere, but you're here, sharing your time and your energy with me. Like I said, that shit is one of the most precious commodities you have. So I do not take it lightly that you share it with me. The retreat is this weekend, so I'll see you guys at the retreat. Actually, I'll see none of you at the retreat. I'll see 2 of you at the retreat. When there's a bunch of us going, it's the first one. We'll have more. It'll get bigger. It'll get better. This is just the first one. It's going to be a little rough around the edges, but I'm stoked because you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Hoping to put the money I make off of it to hooking the property up with irrigation to tap the well that's close to it, tap the electricity that's next to it, plant some more fruit trees because we have a couple trees that we put out there last season and they're growing pretty good, so we can have some nice food to eat while we're there. I'm stoked. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool process, and I've been looking forward to it for a long time. So, John Smith, thank you for shouting out my channel, my Etsy shop, and if you guys want to support the channel, I have a Patreon. I have a Cash App. I think John Smith shared already. The Patreon has discounts to my Etsy shop. So if you don't want to support the shop, but you do want to buy things that you'll be buying anyways, like candles or fucking essential oils. I make my own essential oils, my own hydrosols, my own friggin' moonshine that I can't really sell online. My own chakra resin burning kits, frankincense and copal and dragon's blood, these dope little resin kit burners. All kinds of cool stuff. So my Patreon has discounts for the Etsy shop. Seeds, I sell a bunch of seeds and stuff. White sage seeds, labdanum seeds, 2 super dope ass plants. And yeah. So we've won our souls back, Elizabeth John. We've won back Bebbanburg. We've won back Bebbanburg. We fought for it for so long. I don't see how it hasn't been here yet. I'm Uhtred, son of Uhtred. And I will take back what is rightfully mine. Did I do it right? I've been practicing. I've been working on the Last Kingdom. Shaw Rex, I think your order went out already. I just remember seeing your name. Also, you guys, I've been like, oh, I hate to say, but like a week behind on probably 80% of my orders. Probably 70% of my orders I've been at least a week behind on. It's hard to keep up at the moment. I make 99% of the things here, so it takes a really long time to get everything done on top of work and whatnot. I haven't even been wanting to advertise the shop or come out with new items because I haven't been able to keep. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but sorry for you guys who I've been late on the orders with. My bad. Candace, thank you. Have a good night. I don't have Dragon's Blood Sage, Elizabeth John. We had this conversation. Apparently, you guys, you can dip white sage bundles in Dragon's Blood resin. I still call bullshit because Dragon's Blood resin is rock hard and chalky and powdery. How are you supposed to liquefy Dragon's Blood to put it on the white sage? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Unless you powdered it, rolled the white sage in, like, say, honey, and then rolled it in the dragon's blood resin powder. That actually sounds like a wonderful idea. Holy shit. Maybe I'll do that. White sage bundles, grind up some dragon's blood, roll it in honey. Sorry for all you vegans out there. I know that honey is not vegan, but sometimes it is vegan. I'm not sure. I used to think it was chill, and then a vegan blew me up, and I was like, my bad. And so I learned that day. She said, Keith, you gonna learn today, and I did. I done learned that day in particular that that honey is not vegan. Makes sense now that I think about it. Anywho, what do you guys think? Roll some white sage bundles in honey and then roll it in dragon's blood, or I can roll it in dragon's blood, white copal, frankincense resin, myrrh. Like, how gangster would that be? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sell each one of those bundles for like $20 a pop, at least, probably 25 plus shipping. I might do it 25 plus shipping. What are you supposed to do with dragon's blood? Well, you drink dragon's blood for eternal life, but first you have to kill the dragon, and it can only be a bad dragon. You can't kill the good dragons. So you have to slay the dragon, harvest the blood from said dragon, distill the dragon's blood in a still, but first you have to separate the hemoglobin from the dragon's blood. So you have to add some components. Alcohol acts as a good solvent for it. Evaporate the alcohol, bada bing, bada boom. Some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends. Pour the distilled blood of the dragon into a hole in the ground. Plant a apple tree on top of that. Let the apple tree grow for a couple of years. The third apple off the tree, you have to eat the third apple off the tree on the first eclipse of a new year, and that will give you immortality. And that's what you're supposed to do with the dragon's blood. I hope that helps. I hope that was it. Any other questions? If you guys have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I am a wealth of some would say I am a wealth of information, a ocean of knowledge, vast and endless, and as deep and dark as my soul. I'm just obviously I'm being completely serious. I hope you guys know that I'm not at all in one bit of the word joking. That was all real life. That is actually how it happens. The trick is finding the dragon. We gotta get someone on the channel who knows where to find the dragons, because I don't know where to find them anymore. Dude, definitely improving my life. I don't know if it's because of it, but I have had little to no anxiety, been hella creative, and super energized. Oh, nice. That gold. Oh, we got some of Alchemy's gold right here. What up? I'm sorry, man. I'm only halfway through. I know I should be taking it every day, but I like. There's something strangely enjoyable about the taste of the gold, colloidal gold that Alchemy of Life makes. I don't know. It's got a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Sorry, I'm just reading your guys' comments. I was being a dick, my bad. Yes, Agent Smith, that's all it takes. Lucky for you guys, however, I happen to have already slayed said dragon, grown said apple, and harvested on said first full moon of the year that ends, I forgot to mention, that year has to end divisible by 3, 6, or 9. Otherwise, the apple actually kills you slowly and gruesomely over the course of 9 days, as a reminder that next time you should wait 9 days, that you should have it divisible by 9 before you slay the dragon. Where was I? Oh, lucky for you guys, I have said apple, and for just a low price of $1,499, which can be broken up into 9 easy payments. But actually, wait, what was that? What was that, John? John, you're kidding me, John. John tells me that if you order tonight, if you order within the next 10 minutes, we will take that $10,499 and we will cut it in half to whatever the half of $1,500 is. It was like $750 for your price tonight, you guys. This Apple could be yours. Could be yours. Act quickly. Sorry, I just read Elizabeth Johns. Elizabeth John calls me crazy, but she believes that the moon is made of cheese. What is that? Elizabeth John, right? The moon is fake? She says the moon is fake and that it's made of cheese. I made up the cheese part. She doesn't think the moon's real. I added cheese because, hey, why not? If the moon isn't real, if we're just throwing darts in the dark right now, why not give me the cheese part? Why not just tack on the cheese? For heaven's sake. I have apparently Planet Fantasy Bundles. Planet Fantasy Bundles. I would love to visit this planet with fantasy bundles all over it. What are in the fantasy bundles? Planet Fantasy has a dragon. We can't kill the dragon, though, because we need more dragons. We can't selfishly kill the dragon for eternal life. Haven't you guys ever seen Harry Potter? You can drink the unicorn blood, but it will twist you. You can't be sipping blood from the pure. You guys are... So that's got to be... Oh, no, that's right. Unless it's the bad dragon. So it depends what kind of dragon you have. How much is that in schmeckles? Dude, I stopped accepting schmeckles years ago. There's a 3.5% schmeckle tax on each transaction. I don't do schmeckles anymore. Sorry, I can't. We do schmecks now and only cash. So I need that coin. I need that hard coin, Third Eye. I just want the seeds. Oh, that's right. Maybe the moon is made from cheddar. See, Native Peacemaker. I like it. Thank you for playing along, Native Peacemaker. It's made of cheese, and that cheese happens to be cheddar. Sharp, extra sharp cheddar. And the mice. That's right. The mice too, you guys. And the talking, what were they? And the dolphins. I create subliminal bundles for the subconscious mind, and we just happen to be talking about white sage bundles rolled in dragon's blood honey. You kidding me? Planet Fantasy Bundle, we just gave you your top selling product right now. I hope you do that. No, it's the full moon. I think that's what the crazy vibe, because we're winning. I'm stoked because we're winning, you guys. You don't believe me. We've won. The tides have turned. The world just has to catch up now. And you guys have to spread the message. Oh, there's a person that slangs never farmed Alaskan salmon. I'm kind of down for that. Yeah, we've been deep diving all night, Elizabeth John. Thank you for being a part of it. So, or maybe we should all go. I think Miss John told me about Ralph Smart and Teal Swan going live. Of the hiccups. Maybe I can go check that out after this. Unless it's a different night. Is it tonight? I looked up the magic mushrooms on YouTube and your live chat showed up. Why the hell is my live chat showing up when you research that? That should not be that should not be happening. Damn it. What did you look up? Send me that video so I can delete it. That video should not be popping up when you type in magic mushroom on YouTube. The bastards. Makes me nervous. The last thing I need is an excuse for YouTube to go all freaking Mussolini on me and shut my shit down. Winning Charlie Sheen? I don't get it. What's the Charlie Sheen joke? They're going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? You're joking. Anywho, yo. I was supposed to get off like 15 minutes ago. This happens every time. Thanks for hanging out. I'm leaving for real this time. It was nice hanging with you guys. I've been getting the hiccups a lot. I've been getting the hiccups a lot lately too, but it could be because I've been drinking this homemade moonshine. That I'm not drinking it now. I should be drinking it now, but I'm not drinking it now. But that could be why I've been having the hiccups. Or it just, maybe we're having hiccups because we're enlightened beings right now. We are enlightened beings with knowledge that extends past the vaults of humanity. Perhaps we are the gods the ancient scribes wrote about, just coming into our own fruition of ourselves, activating our own internal light, because our kundalinis have finally reached the apex of our pineal and the calcification has dissolved from the spirulina and yoga. And for just a small price of $19.99, you can be this enlightened if you buy my program. As you guys know, order it within the next 5 minutes, $9.99, free shipping. I'll even send you a hardback DVD autographed copy for just one low payment of $9.99. We accept MasterCard, credit card, or Visa, Master. What else is out there? What other credit cards out there? American is that's credit card, right? Look up Charlie Sheen winning. It's hilarious. All right, sold. Charlie Sheen winning. You got it. Thanks for the lead. Love to all, even the ones that aren't the regulars. Yeah, thanks everyone for showing up. We had a nice show up tonight. There was like 70 some odd people in the room. This might have been the biggest live we've done where I didn't have a guest on. I think it is. It might have, by like a good 20 people, been the biggest live we've had without lives. Thanks, you guys. Oh shit, y'all is the real MEPs. I appreciate it. Good night, Nessa. This is blasphemy. Can we pay in kitten treats? Yo, yes, you can absolutely pay in kitten treats. If you grow a good kitten treat, I'll trade the hell out of you. For sure, 110. Discover. There you go. Thanks, Jenny P. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you soon. All right.